Some disclaimers before we begin. 1. There may be some background noise, and 2. This is being recorded live, so expect some mistakes. Chapter 15. A Tip. Frank. I was starting to get Red Arrow vision. Everyone who appeared in front of me I imagined as the Red Arrow. Officer Olaf, Chief Gomez, even Hattie, the kindly long-time receptionist at the Bayport Police Department. Clearly I was losing it. Joe and I were almost immediately ushered into Chief Gomez's office as Pet and Seth were led into a different room. He didn't exactly look thrilled to see us, but then we rarely met on happy occasions. "Boys," he said, inclining his head and looking from Joe to me. "Chief Gomez," Joe said, "this is all a big misunderstanding." Gomez laughed. "Huh, oh sure, I've never heard that from you boys before." "It's true," I threw in. I didn't actually expect him to believe me, but it was worth a shot. We were just having a conversation with Pet and Seth when Officer Olaf showed up. Gomez rolled his eyes at me. "Just a conversation," he said, deadpan. "At 3 o'clock in the morning in a deserted part of town." "That reminds me," Joe piped up, sitting a little straighter in his chair. "Who called in the noise complaint? There aren't any houses anywhere near the woods." Chief Gomez's expression turned hard, like he was tired of humouring us. "That's classified information." He leaned forward. "Listen, boys, I thought we had a deal." He lowered his voice. "The deal sound familiar?" I looked at Joe, time to get serious. "Of course it does, sir," I said, putting on my best altar boy face. Gomez sighed like he was just as tired as we were. "I've been hearing rumours that you boys are doing some investigative work around town," he said. "That would be unfortunate, wouldn't it, after we worked so hard to get the deal in place?" Joe leaned forward. "We haven't been investigating, sir," he said, "but we have been asking a few questions about the Red Arrow." Gomez looked at him. "The Red Arrow," he repeated, no emotion in his voice. "It's a symbol we've seen a lot around town," I said. "Some people seem to think it's related to, a curse of sorts." Gomez looked at me hard, then cleared his throat. "Listen, boys," he said. "I'm not thrilled about the deal either. I want you boys to be safe, but you contributed a lot to the town over the years, and well, I'll admit it, sometimes I miss your input on a case here or there." He paused. "But I certainly don't enjoy hearing that you boys are jeopardizing your future over some urban legend, some ghost story teenagers tell each other at slumber parties." Joe shot me a nervous glance. "But what if without investigating, Frank and I stumbled on some information and planned that the Red Arrow is very real?" Chief Gomez looked from Joe to me, shaking his head. "I say great," he said, lowering his voice and moving closer. "Care to tell me what it is, and how you got it?" I looked at Joe, suddenly swiping my hand across my neck. "Cut it out. Catch-22. "No, sir," I said. "Listen," Gomez smacked his meaty hand on the top of his desk. "I want this to end. I don't want to be called into the station at 3 a.m. to give you this warning again." He gave us another serious look. "Stop sniffing around. Follow the deal. Don't put your whole future in jeopardy." Just then the phone on his desk rang. The chief frowned at us as if to say, "Quiet," and then picked it up. "Yes." Okay. "Yes, understood." He hung up the phone and gave us an insincere smile. "Boys, after consulting with your father, we have decided to drop all charges against you." He leaned forward. "But you'd better stay out of trouble from now on. Understand?" "Absolutely, sir," I said, standing up. Phew. Fenton hardly comes through again. Chief Gomez led us out of his office, grabbing his jacket on the way out. "I'm going home to get some sleep," he told us. Sleep. Much as I struggled with it earlier that night, it sounded divine. Gomez led us out to the lobby, where Hattie informed us that her Aunt Trudy was on her way. I glanced at Joe, wondering if that was a bad omen. "Is Dad going to kill us?" I whispered, taking a seat on an uncomfortable chair. Joe shrugged. "I think we have a 50-50 shot," he replied. I'm not sure how long it was before Aunt Trudy showed up. Truth be told, I may have dozed a bit. Joe too. Joe did ask about Pet and Seth, and was told they'd been released about half an hour before us. Before I knew it, Hattie was calling, "Boys?" and Joe and I startled awake. Aunt Trudy was standing before us, smiling tensely. "Hi, Aunt Trudy," Joe said. "We really appreciate you picking us up. Mom and Dad, apoplectic?" Aunt Trudy supplied, her smile warming. "You'll have to ask them. Your dad came up to wake me and asked me to come get you, and then hold himself up in his study. I didn't get much besides boys and police station. And again, your mother went to bed early, not feeling well, doesn't know yet." I looked at Joe. Uh-oh. He nodded. That doesn't sound good. I stood up and chatted with Aunt Trudy about her garden while Hattie passed our belongings back to us and Joe ran to use the men's room. When he came back, he grabbed my arm. Maybe you should use the restroom too before we leave, he said, giving me a meaningful look. I looked at Aunt Trudy. That's not a bad idea, I said. She waved her hand. Sure, go ahead. It's not like my bed is calling for me or anything. Joe gave her a smile. We owe you big time, Aunt Trudy. What if Frank and I cook dinner tonight? Aunt Trudy grimaced. Ugh, what have I done to earn such punishment? She asked. Joe shrugged. Well, we'll figure out something. I'm going to grab a drink from the water fountain. He followed me back down the hall to the restrooms and grabbed my arm again. Check it out. He was holding out his wallet, billfold open to reveal a note written in thick black marker on yellow lined paper. Check out the restaurant. It was in my wallet when I picked it up, Joe whispered. I looked at him incredulously. It had to have been left by someone in the police department. I whispered back to him. Joe nodded. Well, someone who was arrested, maybe. I shook my head. They wouldn't have access to people's belongings. Either way, Joe said, we need to get over there. We'll need something to distract Aunt Trudy. I nodded. On it, I said. Operation Trudy Distraction, in full effect. Ouch! I cried as I fake stumbled down the last step from police headquarters to Main Street. Oh, ow! Man! Hold on, you guys, my ankle. Joe and Aunt Trudy turned around, Aunt Trudy looking concerned, Joe impressed. What happened, Frank? Aunt Trudy asked. I made a big show of hopping around like my ankle was injured. I think I twisted it, I said and sighed. Oh, man, it's going to be a struggle to get down the steps to the parking lot. Aunt Trudy looked grim. Do we need to take you to the hospital? Do you need an x-ray? No! I cried and noticed that Joe seemed to just stop himself in time to shouting it with me. I'll just put some ice on it when we get home, I added. This happens to me a lot. Must have weak ankles. Aunt Trudy pursed her lips. Well, if you say so, I suppose I'll need to get the car and bring it around for you. I nodded. That would be great, Aunt Trudy. Thanks. Aunt Trudy turned to Joe. He seemed to realize after a few seconds that she was waiting for him to go with her. I moved closer to Joe and leaned on his shoulder. It would be great if Joe could stay with me, I said. To lean on. Aunt Trudy shrugged. Well, I guess so, she said. I'll be right around with the car. You boys stay put. She waited until she was halfway down the stairs to the parking lot, then dashed on the street to the remains of Paul Famuse's restaurant. The blown-out windows of massive plastic and scorch marks covered the exterior. It was pitch dark inside, but the Hardy Boys come prepared. I pulled out a keychain with a super bright flashlight on the end and shone it into the restaurant. We could make out charred remains of tables and chairs, debris, what looked like a burned umbrella handle. But nothing that meant anything to us, nothing we could point to and say, here's a key to the secret identity of the Red Arrow, which is sort of what I'd been hoping for, I admit. Do you get it? Joe asked, watching me aim the flashlight back and forth. No, I admitted with a sigh. I had no idea what was going on here. Beep, beep. We both turned around to see Aunt Trudy and her little hybrid looking surprised and annoyed to see me walking just fine. We ran over to her and jumped into the car. I bent my ankle this one way and then totally recovered, I said, feeling my cheeks burn at the lie. It's a miracle.